Oh, no.
One is in Hong Kong and one is in Virginia.
So we're missing two?
Yeah. So, but anyway, you know, as always, I feel like as karma has it, you know, this is the right size. Comfortable and cozy.
This is as it should be.
It should be. So I'm happy that, good afternoon, that everyone's here today, spending the Saturday afternoon with me. And as you looked at this chart, this belonged to someone that I knew who's a striving, a young couple who's striving in their own business. And so they, you know, sent me this. And I looked at their floor plan because they are far away from me, and I was not able to go to visit them on site. And this is basically the information that I have on hand to give my advice from the perspective of Feng Shui. And then this second one that I want to show you belongs to a couple, an older couple who is about to retire. So they were looking for a major move from a state to a faraway state from their original site, original home location. So when they showed me this chart, this floor plan, and I looked at them, the kids are all grown. So this is where they feel like it's their dream home. And I need to give them my Feng Shui recommendation and analysis based on that. As you looked at the first one, when I look at it, you know, I told them in a general way, okay, as I'm sharing with you now, that the house itself is a very good house. It's a very good house. And if you looked at it, if you looked at it carefully, you know, if I look at here is the entry, right? You can see better this way. Okay, this is the entry, and here is the guest bedroom. Here is the office and the garage. And then as you enter, they have skylight. Okay? They do have skylight. So that makes the room, the natural lighting, very desirable. Even though you feel like there is a long hallway, but the only thing that when you look at this drawing is the proportion of the drawing is a little bit slightly off according to them. Okay? So when I question them, whenever I receive something like this, I always ask them to guide me through. As we looked at the chart together, and I said, pretending, I'm there with you. So you are guiding me through from the front door, always from the front door, and then from room to room, and then you describe for me. But this particular one, as you looked at it, this hallway is completely open, right? But then right here is a wall. They turn this wall into a display, kind of a shelf, with artwork, displays, very interesting artwork, you know. So when you come in from the, this is still my problem. When you come in here, so you look straight ahead, right? Remember the case that I mentioned earlier, last time, about the imbalanced optical nerve effect? Sometimes when you come in, you know, you immediately, your right eye is like only 3 feet away, and the left eye is like 10 feet away, okay? Then that created an imbalance of your optical nerve. In the long run, that may cause, you know, very stressful energy to arise in your mind. Maybe your language affected, you know, not just your emotion can be affected. But anyway, I know right now, today, a couple of you have not been to my first class. First full class? Or full class, right?
4 classes.
Right? 4 classes, right. So you don't have the benefit of that, but we will review some, okay? We will review some. But I just want you to know, what I want you to know, really, from this is to let you know that, as I asked Julia, I said in the beginning, as I shown her this chart, I said, when you look at it, to you, how do you feel about it?
I said it looks like Greek. I didn't understand what I'm looking.
She couldn't understand where to go.
I mean, I understand the rooms and all that,
Right,
but
right,
I don't
right.
understand the
But
concept.
to her, yeah, right, okay? So that's the purpose of today, you know, so that maybe as some of you have kids or other loved ones, or as a realtor, sometimes you have clients, you know, that you're helping with, right? Sometimes instead of take them to actually to the site, you know, maybe you want to show them, oh, this is what I looked at, and these are a few floor plans that I think will benefit you. Maybe it's something that you might like too, right? So you can do a pre-analysis on your own, and at least you'll be able to know, because your job is to find the best house that will benefit your client. And that's why you're here. That will be something that will stay with you for a long time. You know, like maybe, who knows, maybe Julia one day want to move from the current house to another site. And your realtor is showing you some stuff. So instead of going to each site yourself, there's one way to determine whether I want to look at that house on site or not, is to look at the floor plan. Okay? Many people from out of state, sometime when they face the question about which, I'm looking for a house now. I'm looking for a business location. Can you help me find the best one? Right? So this is what the purpose of this class is, to share with you, to guide you in, so that you know how to look at it, you know, and to find out what is not so ideal, and to see actually if there are 3 floor plans to choose from, whether there is one that you think is the best among all 3, and what can you do about it to even make it better by implementing some feng shui adjustment methods. Right? Okay. So, without going into details right now, to give you the analysis, I like to reveal some basic stuff. Okay? The basic stuff are whenever you are looking at a floor plan, you need to know what is the Bagua, which disregarding which feng shui traditions you are studying. All rely on the Bagua, the 8 trigrams, so to speak, like this. Okay? So you have that already in your handout. Okay? So you can study that, especially in Alana and Julia. You can study that. I don't know whether, Shirley or Shofio or Michael, whether they already memorized all the Bagua at heart. I don't want to quiz you yet. But, this is the Bagua you need to know. So the Bagua has 8 different locations, right? Different areas of importance that correlates with our life. So this is something that, since you already have that with you as we are going through today's teaching, you will continue to hear me mention, oh, this is the Qian Gua, this is the helpful people Gua, and this is the Kan Gua, and what is Kan Gua having to do with your life, and so forth and so on. So I'm not going to go in there, in detail right now. So you can study that on your own. But basically, there is the helpful people. There is the, where's my pointer? There's the helpful people. There is the career. There is the knowledge and cultivation. There is the family well-being. And then financial wealth. And the fame and prosperity and marriage and partnership and the children. And anything that's not belonging to the 8 set area falls into the middle. And the middle correlates with our health. Okay? The middle correlates with our health. So now, so that's the first thing you must remember, must know by heart. Then the second point is that you need to know how to orient this 8 trigram onto any given house. Right? So I'm using this as a regular shape, a square floor plan to show you. So you see that we usually say, if you will divide this as a 9 blocks, equal blocks, then this part always is the helpful people Gua. Okay? Qian Gua. This one is always Kan, is career. And this one is always the knowledge. So when you have a child away from school, away from home, education, that you need to adjust is this area. You need to see what might be the possible reason that is not helpful for him. So this is the Gen. But how do you know? How come the helpful people Gua, Qian Gua, is not over here? How come Kan is not over here? How come Gen is not over here? What it depends on? Anybody?
Would it depend on the mouth of the house?
That's right.
The door?
Right. depending on the mouth of the qi flow. Mouth of the qi is the door. So in this room, where is the mouth of qi? That's right there, right? But in this room, if you look at it, the mouth of qi, is it over here? No, right? It's more like, if I look at it, from outside, this is me on the outside. So where is the mouth of qi in this room? It's this one, right? Right? So that is opening from here. So in other words, the key thing is easy for you to learn how to orient, because every time when we look at any floor plan, you must know that concept, okay? How to orient the Bagua onto a given space. So wherever it can be, sometimes the door is right here, right? Might be over here. Sometimes the door might be over here. Sometimes maybe over here. It doesn't matter where. Which side. Which part of that side. Wherever there is a door, then there's always the three basic gua you can find is Qian, Kan, Gen. You understand, right? Okay. When you can determine that, then wouldn't it be easy then to find the other correlating position, right? As you see this. Any other position will be easily identified. You know, in between, all the way across is the wealth area, and then in between the wealth and the knowledge, always will be the family well-being, right? Same thing, all the way across from career must be the prosperity. A couple of days ago, someone came from New York and asked me, because she wants to get into an area of career development, and she needs to be able to establish her own credibility, establish her own names, so that more people know her, then she'll be, more successful in her chosen career development, right? So what she should adjust will be here, the fame area, okay? And then the helpful people across from health is always the marriage or partnership. So I asked her, the same girl, I said, are you in partnership with someone? I said, if you are, then you also need to give attention to this area. When you are making adjustment, the Kun area, okay? So between Kun and the Qian is Dui. In a family, like some of you, your child is away from home now. So, but your child is not really moved away and have her own, own house or own family, right? So still your child, still staying at home. Indirectly, if you want to still gain control of your child while the child is studying away on campus, you can adjust the Dui area of your house. You can adjust the Dui area of your master bedroom. Okay? So this is a general review about what you must know when we look at the floor plan. You must have this concept of the Bagua, and you must know how to orient the Bagua onto any given space by first identifying the Qi of the mouth of Qi. And the third is you need to know that we are not using a compass when you walk into any given house. So this Bagua is essentially is as if it is in your mind. You are carrying this Bagua, this tool of yours, as you enter any given house, enter any given room. Okay? Disregarding whether it's 55 rooms or just a single studio space. Okay?
Excuse me.
Yes.
So you're saying each room, whether it's a door, you position the Bagua for that specific
particular
room?
Yes.
Ah, okay. Because I'm thinking the whole house. No.
There is a whole house. The whole house is whole house. The whole house has many rooms.
Yeah.
And there are some strategically more important rooms, such as your master bedroom, your kitchen, your study. You know, they are more important. If you have a child or children staying with you, and it is still, you know, getting education, so that room of your children are important as well. You know, like your daughter now stay with you, the daughter's room becomes her permanent space. She spends most of her time in her room, and you must, you know, you can, based on this Bagua concept, and find adjustments to benefit her life. For instance, health, you know, is the center.
Right.
Right? Okay? So that's the third part. But the fourth part is we have this Xiezi method, minor addition method, which you use to bring about a change for the better, you know, in that given room or the given house. Okay? So we will go in there later, but these are the points I want you to know. And the number 5 point is you need to, when you do implement any given cure or adjustment method to a house, entire house, maybe your house has several levels, you know, so at each level you can also make adjustments, okay? But whenever you do an adjustment, you need to remember the reinforcement of the 3 secrets. Okay? What is the body secret, usually? Anyone? The body secret. 生命. That's this one. Ousting mudra. Okay? Not this way. Shofi, not like that. Not like that. But like this. Okay? And then flick. You know, you bend these 2 fingers, middle finger and the 4th ring finger. And then you press against it with your thumb. And then you do this. You know, like if this is a plant that's strategically based on feng shui, we put it there. So after you place your plant there, you do this one 9 times. Okay? After you do this 9 times, you will do the second secret. What is the second secret?
Speech.
Speech, right? Speech. Speech secret consists of many different prayers, different mantras, but most often used in the feng shui adjustment is what we call the 6-syllable mantra. You know how to do that one? Most of you know, right? Om Mani Padme Hum.
Om Mani Padme Hum.
Yes, Om Mani Padme Hum. So you do the Om Mani Padme Hum. You can do that in conjunction with the flicking together.
9 times?
9 times. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. No, 9 times. Okay? Unless under some situation you may need to do more than 9 times. But even if you need to do more than 9 times, you always multiple the numbers by 9. Okay? So 9 times
9.
9, 9 times 3, you know, something like that, you know. The utmost number of chanting will be 108. Okay? So this is the body secret, body secret, speech secret, and what is the last one?
Visualization.
Yeah, that is the hardest one
Yeah.
of all. If you have done it, you know, usually that is the hardest one because you need to really put your mind, focus, you know, don't let any other thought comes in to interrupt. And you are able to think clearly. What is your goal? You know, why you are doing this? Is it for my child? Is it for myself? Is it for fame? Is it for wealth? Is it for family well-being? You know, or for me to have more people come at my door to help me, right? So that is the visualization part, right? Okay? So these are the basic things that you must know. And sometimes, when we look at the Bagua orientation, as I said, if it's a regular size, it's easier. But is it always regular? No. Even with the sample that I've shown you, the 2 samples that I've shown you. The first one is more regular, right? The second one is not. Look at that, right? It's not. But even the first one, if you look closely again, you see that this entry here, there is a hole, empty space right here, right? So if you extend this front door with a dotted line here and with a dotted line there, you find that the office is about more than half, almost, is on the outside of the extended front door. Same thing, this guest bedroom is on the outside. Can't you take a moment thinking about that? Is that good or bad?
I think office is good.
Office? What about the guest room?
This one is fine too.
Good. Why?
Because it's outside.
Huh?
Because nobody, it's not always someone staying in their room.
Yeah, because when this is an at-home office, it means that you're dealing with, when you're in this room, your mind, your energy is devoted, you know, used to deal with your business on the outside, right? You're dealing with something outside. Home is where your sanctuary. You come home to rest, to nurture. But office is where you are challenging yourself to deal and meet the challenging situation outside and be successful, right? So when sometime you see this kind of design, the first thing that you should ask yourself is, oh, what is the room in this architectural design? This is a guest room, and this is an office, so office is good. And the car, of course, naturally, it takes you out, right? So that is, again, 3 strikes, good, right? Why guest room is good? You will not get any guests that will stay with you forever. Refuse to go. Right? So anyway, so that is something that I just want to point out, so that you can have that idea now, what you should look for. But in this case, like, if you are if you like to draw a bagua onto this floor plan. This is the front door, so along this line, right? 3, naturally 3 gua, right? 3 area according to the bagua. This one will become help for people, career, and knowledge, right? And then all the way but do you remember the concept about addition and missing?
No. That's missing.
Let me ask you, is this a missing?
No.
This hole here?
Yeah.
Is it missing gua? Or is it a addition gua?
Yes.
Does it make this part addition, or does it make the career part a little bit missing? Do you remember that? It is important, that when you look at a floor plan. Okay, I'm going to show you again. Look at this one. Do you remember this chart? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So whenever a space, and this one, the protruded part is smaller, right? Mm-hmm. Then half of the width of the house. You follow me? It becomes a protruded addition benefit. In other words, if this is the bagua and this is the qian kan gen, then what is beneficial if someone's living in this house? Wealth, right? That's wealth. What about this one? Maybe enjoying a very good marriage, in this case, right? But look at this one. Why is this missing? Because if you divide this into half, this part, adding together is smaller, right? Mm-hmm. The missing part is smaller than half. This is the protruding part is smaller than half of the house width. If you remember that as a general guideline, you will not make a mistake. Okay? So, coming back, whoops, 我先整个不剪掉。It's okay. No. Yeah. Okay, so now you know. So when we have an irregular shaped house, you must know how to orient your bagua as well, right? Okay? And what about sometimes we face a house which may not be a square shape, but a rectangular shape? The same thing. You still draw, you can draw that, you can orient that bagua concept onto that space, you know? So it's easy. The easiest way is for you is to really, as I drew that 9 blocks concept, I think that is an easy way for you to remember, okay? And to find out where is the mouse of qi in any given space. But is that all? When you want to make an analysis of this house, for instance, are those basic concepts the only thing that comes across your mind? Is that enough? No, it's not enough. Ideally, in order for you to make a more complete, thorough feng shui analysis, you need to also understand the feng shui concept chart, the visible as well as the invisible, right? The visible, we've talked about that too. The reason I'm pointing this out here and also provided you with that chart there is to let you know that if you ask me to make a feng shui analysis based on just the floor plan, I can do it for you, and I can recommend my feng shui advice. But it is always best if you can also ask that, can you provide me with a location map? What is a location map? Dropbox. Okay. Location map meaning, let me see which one is that. No, not this one. Location map meaning it's kind of hard to read on this one, right? Not really. Let me see. Could you see? Okay. So this is what I meant by location map. It shows you the street, okay? Where is the front of the house, the street? It shows you this particular lot as it relates to the others. It shows you this particular lot shape, the lot shape. Remember when we talked about the lot shape, you know? And then it shows that the flow, the energy flow, by looking at the streets, the relationship, you know, how the street relates to one another, right? So this is what I mean by location map. Not just location map is important, but also the lot shape. In this particular lot, right? When you look at the lot, it's like this. When you look at how this lot is right here, how the house is situated, you realize that, for example, this particular house, that the house is on the first half of the lot instead of the rear part of the lot. Do you understand that? You see that? Okay? So that's another feng shui guideline. Preferably, a house is built on the rear half of a lot. It's better. Yeah. The rear half, rather than too much up front, reaching the street too fast. Okay? Okay. So, coming back to our today's topic. So you must know, but this is something that we won't have time to go into in details, right? But you also have a chart in your hand now, and you can read them. And in the future, when I do talk about specifically the invisible factors or the visible, tangible elements based on this chart, perhaps you would like to come and learn on your own, okay, firsthand, to know all about this. And that is why that sometimes when we do have a floor plan to analyze, it is important, it's helpful, most helpful, to also have identifying, like for example, this one doesn't have any furnitures in it, right? But if you have the details, like whether the desk is located like that or in an angle, you know, the door is right here, any other furnitures in the room, you know, that's why, you know, when you have those, it makes the analysis, again, one more level of being more thorough. Understand? Okay? So anyway, and if you come to this class and you think that, how come, you know, we orient the Bagua, you know, without using a compass? That's because we are a more modern feng shui school. The essence of this school is non-traditional. Okay? That's why we do not use the compass. That's why the Bagua is as if it's hanging in your mind, following you. You don't need to bring a tool with you. And that's why we also apply the reinforcement of the 3 secrets, because that incorporates the spiritual aspect. And we also provide the cures, the so-called adjustment method. You know, and the essence of this particular feng shui school is on the essence of qi concept. Okay, so qi is in that space. Qi is within you. You know, within each one. It's just all over the universe, which is important. Okay, so that's, and another thing talking about qi. So while we are analyzing the floor plan, you also must know the commanding position. So when I talked about that floor plan, that the house ought to be best to have been built on the rear half of the lot instead of the front half of the lot. Why? It follows the same concept about this commanding position. the commanding position, as shown here. This is the bed orientation, right? So you see that, you need to the relative position to the door is important. And then it provides a wide viewing area. Given this 4 different positions, you see that from A, B, C, D, A allow you to see, to have a wide open view, right? The best view. And then within this view range, that the mouth of qi can be detected is under this individual control. Not D, completely off, right? B, even though it's on the side, but it's not like there is a distance, allow you to have the best control, okay? And this is too direct, right? C is too direct. That follows this number 4. It is not directly in the path of the mouth of qi. Okay? Can that apply to desk arrangement? Yes. Same thing, same principle guideline. Okay? So that's why when you give me a floor plan, and if you can also have the furnitures, the key furnitures, placed in your drawing, that will be ideal. Okay? But then again and again, before we really started going to analyze and learn from many different floor plans today, I still want to emphasize repeatedly that it is not just the Bagua that's important. It is one of the important tools as you analyze feng shui based on the floor plan. But there are so many other elements that is important. They are so important. How the stove is located, what is the color of the house, like if there's a single room, we know which door that you enter. But maybe sometimes, as this day, modern day, a lot of time you see sliding door. They call that sliding window, sliding door. It serves like a door. So in a master bedroom, in a children's bedroom, often you see 2 doors. And the sliding door is bigger than the main entry door to the bedroom, right? Sometimes it happens in a desk, at home, den, at home office too. Okay? So those are the things that why I would love to, one of these days, to organize another class, Michael, that we can go on field trip. We go field trip. I take you to a real house, Then you learn. Many of nowadays, they are more successful feng shui consultant than I. My students, they've been through my earlier time workshop. The end of the class, the ending session of the workshop always is field trip, remember? Yeah, we have field trip, And usually,
We go to Hearst Castle.
that doesn't fit into the modern day normal people, average people's living style.
As long as we don't go
I'm
to
more-
Winchester.
Right.
Winchester.
I'm more concerned, I'm more caring about every one of us. So, okay, so that's why, you know, there is level after level of considerations when you do feng shui consultation. And that's why on-site feng shui consultation by far is the most helpful for you directly. Okay? And another element I like to mention before I forget is the qi. You know, there are multiple perspectives of factors, elements, energies that can affect you. The farther it is, the more distant that will change your life, will have an impact on your life, either positively or negatively. But it still have the impact. Like today, if it's sunlight, sunshine, beautiful outside, you feel happy. If it is dark, gloomy, right? You feel more distressed, unhappy, right? If it starts raining, some people like rains, dancing in the rain. But, so those definitely will affect you, affect your qi of the day. But the closer it is to you, the more profound. So don't worry. Sometimes your child is away from home and the living environment is not so good. What can you do to help? Because the landlord won't allow you to implement any feng shui cures. Forbid you from hanging a wind chime, even simple cure like wind chime crystal balls, right? You can do cures under the bed, in his room, under the bed, and to bring a positive help to stabilize his life, okay? To eliminate harmful energies from approaching your child. Okay? Yeah. So that's what we can talk about. Okay? But those are the key fundamental elements that I like you to know. Now, take this retiree's house as an example. First, the house shape first. You looked at this house. I know it's so small. I cannot pull it down, right? Can I? Yes, I can. Is it better? No? You can see better?
Doing me.
Okay. Here. Oops. Smaller. Okay, here maybe, huh? So, by looking at this one, we do not have the benefit of the location map. We do not have the benefit of the lot shape. You see that? But when you remember the multiple cause effect chart that I showed you earlier, the closer it is to the human body, the more profound, stronger impact. So it's okay. I just look at this one because this is where the retired couple is going to live. inside, spend most of their time inside of the house. Remember? Okay? That's why it's still okay. But look at this, that this is where they go in, right? There's pillars. This is the outside, like a roof hang. Huh? Like a roof hang. And then, is this a regular shaped house? No. So you see the front, they go in is here. This is a one-level house, not two-level, okay? So, again, there is one room. Did you see that? Huh? This is the foyer, right? This is a covered porch. See that? Okay? So the house front door is right here. It's right here. So if you do an extended line there, what is outside?
All of that at the bottom is outside.
All the bottom
Yeah.
part, right? All the bottom part, including the
Including the garage.
car garage, including part of the den,
Yeah.
right? Including this bathroom along with the bedroom. Okay? But do you see the similarities of the first one I said is a striving to succeed, young couple's house? Also single level, right? Similar, except it's flipped because the garage is on this side, right? Instead of on this side, remember? So, okay, because they're using this as a study, to handle, even though they are retired. But the husband told me that he is going to be like still work as a consultant because he's a financial consultant, right? Okay? The bookkeeping or accounting, he's a CPA, okay? So he can still handle still make some income by working here. And then this one, since the children are grown, they can use this as a guest bedroom. So doesn't matter, it's still good, right? Okay, so their retired life will be peaceful. They don't have to, right, have any guests that will refuse to leave them. So as they go in here, you see that they did something. Instead of going directly into the den here, they designed it so that they walk in here. They go in and walk into their den here. Okay? So they said, I said, how are you going to place your desk? This is what they showed me in an angle. What do you think?
Where's the door?
Right here.
Right there.
Right here.
But that's
the
directly in front of the door.
Directly in front of the door.
That's not good, right?
What can happen?
Is that?
They changed it to.
But they did this way
Yeah, perpendicular.
instead of this way,
Right.
right? So not directly confronting
Oh, okay.
because it's slant.
It's
They
not,
put it in a slanted angle. So actually that's beneficial for
it's
them,
beneficial.
okay? Because this is a pretty good room for them for the office, to be used as an office, right? And the way that they are handling it is good, in my mind, also good, because this way, in a slant, so the cutting cheek is not so strong. They can still do a cure there, easy cure over here, or here, right above the desk. And they can also, another benefit is when the gentleman sit here, subconsciously, the front door is right in front of his eye view, his view, range of view, subconsciously. You know, even though,
okay.
you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, there is a window here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's window. So whoever comes in,
You can see.
you
it.
can see.
Yeah.
Whoever comes into the front door, he can see. He can sense. It has that kind of a intangible effect. Intangible effect. Okay? So this is good. They have my approval. Okay? So we'll talk about the cure later. So now you come in, and this is the family room. Okay? A family room. And this is the kitchen area. So you see the kitchen area, they have the sink right here. This is like a breakfast nook. Okay? And this is their stove. So where are they standing when they are cooking?
Thanks.
Right here. Is that good? In your mind? Talking about the chi.
Well, the back, your back is. to
Yeah, I'm
everybody.
cooking. You know?
The
This
back
way.
is to everybody.
Yeah. So this is not so ideal.
Yeah.
Not good, right? Because with the back, not only toward this side here, with the door here,
Yeah.
and then the front door is right here. So whoever comes in here,
Oh,
they cannot see,
you
right?
can't see them.
They cannot see. The lady cannot see. When they are washing their dishes,
They're
it's
okay.
easier.
They can't
But
wash
cooking.
dishes all the time.
But the cooking part is essential.
Yeah.
Where you stand to cook symbolizes how much money you can generate.
Oh. Write that down.
Where you stand to cook, if you can see clearly what is coming from behind, you will gain more confidence. You will be in a position to command your own financial destiny. Okay? And believe it or not, if you are the main chef of this household, but every day you're cooking with your back toward all the dynamic, active energy, coming at you, you may have insomnia as well. You may not be able to sleep very well at night. You may end up having actually health issues, like your digestive health issue, and then you can develop into like very tense, very stressful a lifestyle. Okay, so that's from the health perspective, and from the financial perspective, and the career development perspective are all not so ideal. Because you see, if I need to elaborate a little bit more so that you gain a strong, firm understanding about how important this is. When you are financially more stable, more well-to-do, you can buy bigger shrimp to cook, better fish to cook, better quality organic meat to cook, right? When you are not, when you're really struggling financially, fast food is a treat, right? Okay? So that's why the stove closely connect with your financial success and financial stability. Okay? So again, now you know this is not so ideal, so we need to find something, a cure, okay? We need to find a cure. So again, we continue to walk. So this is the family room, and this is the kitchen and the dining area. This is the dining area. Most of the time, they probably will be eating here. Huh? Likely, huh? Only 2 people, right? But this is the main dining area. And this is a door. They have a door here that takes them out to the patio, outside. And they told me that this outside patio has, it's not enclosed. Okay? It's not enclosed. So when it's not enclosed, I said, oh, better. Why? If it's enclosed,
It's part of the house.
then this part will be missing.
Because that's where the bagua would be positioned inside.
This part will be missing. And what is this part relating to?
Well,
Wells, right? Okay? So when this is not enclosed, just pillar, you know, as you know, sometimes we have, we see patio design, okay? Unless it is enclosed, it doesn't regard it as a part of the whole entire house floor plan, okay? So with that dining, outdoor open, barbecue area. Okay, so that is better. And the door itself doesn't cut into the whole table if they are placing it like that. Okay, so that's another plus there. Huh? But whoever is sitting here may not be a very good place, right? Okay. So it depends on the space, because I wasn't there. You know, I just look at this and provide them my advice. So generally speaking, this is okay. Okay, generally speaking. And when from here, this is their laundry facility. It's all here. And they go through this door and this door. This is a garage door. What do you see? Garage door open. Rear door to the garage. Another door. What is that? 穿心门. Right.
That's what?
It's a hard piercing door. It's central. We talked about the doors too, you know, last 4 classes. So this is one of the things that you need to watch for. Sometimes the door is directly in line, the opening, you know, and same size, maybe 3. If it's just 2, it's okay. Unless the 2 is zigzag, it's not completely in alignment, then that's not good. Otherwise, this is not good. What about this way? Huh? What about this way? Kind of zigzag. Is that okay?
No.
Worse. That actually is worse. Okay? So this is called the hard piercing. What can it bring us? What kind of negative effect can it bring us? Anybody know? Yeah?
Health issue. Last time, health issue.
Health issue, yes, that's one. But family harmony, relationship, the interrelationship of family members, strong opinionated, each one. Strong opinionated, they fight, argue, okay? And also, it can, because of that, it can create, like if this is a married couple, can create a split of the marriage.
My last daughter's place,
The last, yeah?
3 doors.
3 doors, yeah. And so these 3 doors, is it matter where it take place? In this case, is where the rear door, right? Where it takes them out, right? Sometimes I've seen honestly, 1, 2, 3, and then over here. Like this door, instead of on this side, it's on this side. So 4. Directly out. In particular, this is what area? What it governs?
Marriage.
Marriage! Sophie, very good. Okay? So marriage out of the door. Walk out of the door. You know? For various different reasons. Marriage can go out of the door. So this is something that we need to also find cures. Right? If they decide to live here forever, right? Because they decide to move here. And this is the family room, okay? The family room. Any problem here? It connect from a family room, if you go, allow them to go to the master suite. They have to walk from here to go in, okay? To go to the guest bedroom, they go this way and go here, right? You follow that? So this is an opening, a door with no door. It's just a hallway kind of entry, okay? So this one with this as the TV, you know, as a TV space. So no problem, right? For them, this side is okay. And when they walked into their master bedroom, remember the commanding position? Commanding position? The front door is right here. So the master bedroom, the kitchen are all in commanding position. That's why I said they have my endorsement. I said, fine. If this is what you like, the neighborhood, you like the affordable housing for you, you know, you just want to enjoy life, you know, doesn't need to worry about your children anymore. This is it. So they have my endorsement to that. You see that the master bedroom, actually, when we know that this is not enclosed, actually it becomes protruded, right? Addition. So they probably be able to enjoy a financial security and be able to retain whatever they have made before retiring better. Got it? Okay. And the bed placement, is that good too?
Yeah.
Very good, right? Very good. Huh? Commanding, right? So even though that this is like a not so big of a house, but to me, in my mind's eye, I see that this is a space that will offer them the peace, harmony, and happiness, right? in particular, you know, with this setup. Understand? Now, what will be your suggestions for cure? We found several things here, right? One is this. Anyone?
Plants?
You can have the Shiatsu method. Do you have a Shiatsu method copy? Minor edition copy? Today? I forgot whether we included that or not. 啊，有吗？那是上一次的 right? Oh, this time? Oh, this time, okay.
倒数第三
Yeah,
章
yeah, yeah. So you can choose anything from that list I provided you. Anything. Use, when you decide to use any item chosen from this list, make sure that you also exercise your artistic, aesthetic value. If I do that, would it be looking very natural for the house? When I implement that, would it be pretty, pleasant to look at? Would it be kind of odd? And people started questioning me every time they come to my house and ask why you do that? Or is it going to blend, completely blending in with your living environment? That's something that you need to ask yourself before you even suggest that. A cure, okay? So let's put our mind together. And here, this is the office. He is going to sit here. Maybe his wife will sit here. Any suggestion?
Crystal ball.
Crystal ball.
Crystal?
crystal
Crystal ball
Like this.
is a very good one.
Wind chime. Wind chime.
Wind chime can work too.
Where would you place it?
Yeah. In the middle.
Where would you place it?
In the door.
If you have a wind chime,
Yeah.
the wind chime, you must remember, is the sound. Okay? The sound is clear and it has a resonating tone. It has a resonating tone. That is the best. Okay? And the wind chime also, you should have, when you hang, the red string. See that red string there on top? The cut length is 9 inches long.
No.
Yeah, or multiples of 9 inches long. Okay? So that is what you can do, is to hang a wind chime over here. Because this is like, again, is a opening with no door there. So having a wind chime there will give that weight, that substance, you know. And the wind chime has many, many different functions, as you know. You know, one of which is to direct the flow of energy. Direct the flow of the energy, right? Okay? So right here is good. If this is a young, striving to succeed person, not a retiree, I probably will suggest that along the front line of the desk, you hang a crystal. From the center, as if you are drawing an imaginary line, use this as a table, you draw an imaginary line up to the ceiling. From that point, you hang a crystal. And the crystal, it can be very simple, can be very beautiful. designed, okay? And just one drop will do. Doesn't need to be like a mobile design. Doesn't need to be like that, okay? So like this one drop will do, okay? So I probably would suggest that they can do this. And if this is a startup business, I probably would suggest that the crystal is maybe 1 inch ahead of the table to signify advancement. Because whoever is placing the table like this can also bring a stronger, positive, supportive energies for taking chances. You know, if your desk is located as this way, let's say, it gives you a more stable development. Depending on the career, the jobs you are in, right? Whether you should be more brave in taking chances, or you should hold on to what you have and be more stable, right? So there's that variation in your judgment as well, okay? So now the table, the desk, and the room itself is adjusted. What else we didn't say? When you hang it up, reinforcement of the three secrets,
yeah.
right? So what is the visualization then?
Make a lot of money.
Make a lot of money? This is a retired couple.
Oh well. He wants to.
Don't lose their money in the gambling.
He put a table like that.
That's true, yeah. But it's good because I know the person. You know, I know this gentleman. He is retired, but he is still, you know, very, his energy, his chi, still very strong, very strong.
So they want to maintain what they have.
They want to maintain, right? And you know why I said don't spend it all in gambling, because this is in L.A. I mean Las Vegas.
Oh, Las Vegas. That's in Las Vegas. Oh my. Oh my.
They assured me that they will not, but they're too close to the temptation. Okay, so now, how about here? We said this is a problem here, right?
The cook stove.
Yeah, right? And actually, you know, even though this is okay, but you can say it's not okay either. If they are spending a lot of time washing, you know, vegetable cooking at home, because whoever is working here a lot of time is with the back
Oh.
toward this one, right?
What's that way?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So they need a cure there too. So what about this cure first? What can you do there to allow them to regain their command in life, especially financial and their health?
Marriage.
Mirror on the wall.
Mirror
A mirror?
Mirror, yeah.
Yeah. Where?
on the wall.
Where should I put?
The back of the
The
stove.
wall where the stove
Oops.
is. What happened?
The back of the stove.
Back of the stove?
Oops.
No, we cannot do that.
Yeah.
The side, right? The side,
Yeah.
back.
Right.
They need to be able to see behind them though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they're cooking
So right
and they're
here.
facing that direction, the
Backs-
mirror needs to be on that wall.
Backsplash.
Right?
Backsplash.
Backsplash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Backsplash is where they need to put the mirror. Okay?
Okay.
But nowadays, a lot of the time, people will say, I don't like mirror. I don't like
gotta keep
the
cleaning it,
grease
the grease.
splashing all over my mirror. It's so hard to clean,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Any other possible measure you can think of that might be pretty?
The crystal?
No.
No, no crystal.
Crystal, you won't be able to see.
Oh, you gotta be able to see. Okay.
You got to be able to see. Yeah. What else can you do?
Yeah.
Huh?
Aqua. Aqua
Bagua mirror.